Good morning, everybody.
My phobia is getting pulled over by the police.
Man, my heart dropped every time.
We are the morning show that you can watch at night. Did you know that?
Because it's teaching, in my personal humble opinion, young women that you don't have to really go out there and get a real job. You can look pretty and spend your days, see who you can date, and become Instagram famous. And then you too can be fabulous every day. It's an unrealistic expectation of beauty.
But we're going downhill from here.
Little balled up stomachs.
Nobody wants to own up to anything they've done to African American people over the past 400 years. You want to take everything that we got, everything that we brought this country. Forget, you know what? I love indigenous people.
I always talk about the movements. Why people keep doing stupid stuff and why I don't get the Black Lives Matter movement and all this other stuff. And then I'm like, well, why don't I just start my own thing?
A whole entire country was built on the backs of...
Hey, listen, y'all know what time it is. Mr. Lee Black, holla. Oh, my. Look at those words. Okay, holla at her for a second. This is not 9 minutes and 49 seconds sitting on somebody's neck. This is an officer doing a very difficult job, right? That should have been avoided before it happened.
Did you really mean that? And I was like, yes, absolutely, I did mean that. With my whole being and my whole heart.
TFG Tonight with Brenton, Haynes and the morning team.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
Well, thank you, Cicely. She gonna have a new name every week.
She got to be the most popular woman on social media. I see her face everywhere. Good morning to you, sister. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, sister. What's up, boss? You doing all right today?
I'm good, boss man. How you doing, my brother?
I'm all right. What's up, Aaron? Good
What's
to see
up,
you, man.
Aaron? What's good? What's good?
Hey, so good morning, everybody. Glad to see y'all. Listen, y'all, we piecing this thing together. But at least they left the two best pieces on the show because everybody else, they either having surgery or they sick or something, man. So shout out to the family.
Shout out to the family.
Yeah, the life is doing something to them. And listen, we talked about it last week. Life giving you a blow, but at least they ain't getting hit in the face with no crate. So right?
I know that's right. For real, it could always be worse.
Yeah. So listen, y'all, good to see y'all. We ain't seen y'all in like 7 days, but it's good to be seen, right? And we all been going through, and me and Ken was talking backstage, and we were just like, we know everybody's going through, some more than others, but hey, we are fighting to see another day. Right,
yes, sir.
And so I just want y'all to know if we see y'all come in and say, hey, we'll speak. Y'all know we like them stickers, so y'all let us have them. Rue, she had to do the number 2, so she'll be on some shit.
Yeah, man. Why you telling her business?
I'm sorry.
I'm told all her business.
She well, maybe not because she kicked that dough in last week. So I don't know.
Hey, Rue, light a match. A match when you come out before you come out.
Let that smoke hit for real. All right, y'all. So listen, we're gonna run this thing like we normally do. So what's the top? Yeah, keeping up with them Trump. So listen, Trump been on a tear here lately. So I just want to tell y'all, my man has been fed up with the silence. Trump wants to put on a social media platform, and he wants to call it Truth Social Media. So would that make that a parody? Or because we know that ain't what's gonna happen, right?
We know that's not.
Yeah, so he actually says that he wants to compete with Twitter and Facebook.
Good luck with that.
Right. Maybe more like Parler and Gab.
Right.
But not like, you ain't gonna be that big right now. I may sign up just because I just want to be nosy and see what all y'all in there talking about, right?
Get in there trolling. Yeah, I'll troll just to see what's happening. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I just want to know where y'all gonna be rallying at and what else y'all finna ransack, because I just don't want to be there when y'all go there. So
right. Don't want to be blindsided. We don't want to be blindsided. Exactly.
So he may get a lot of people to come on, but I don't. Everybody in the world don't care to hear about what the Trumps and the Trumpets are talking about. So I don't see them doing that. But that's what he wants to do. So his team has said that they're going to launch this new social media platform is going to stand up to tyranny by big tech, accusing them of silencing opposing voices in the U.S. It says social media has played a pivotal role in Mr. Trump's bid for the White House. Yeah, so he really wants his voice out there. I know he do. He's tired of being silenced. And it says because last year Twitter and Facebook began deleting some of his posts or labeling them as misleading, such as one which he said COVID was less lethal than the flu. So it's really pissing him off. You know, they don't like to be embarrassed and they don't like to be disrespected. So that's what it is. So you know, Ken, you gonna sign up for Truth Social Media?
I'm gonna sign up for it to troll. I am. It's seriously. I just want, I mean, I'm being real serious, brother. I'm gonna sign up to troll because I really do want to see what they talk about. You know, I think Spike Lee just made a movie a couple of years ago when the brother infiltrated the KKK.
Oh,
and did you see that? And I need to watch it.
That was Denzel boy.
Yes. And he went in and infiltrated to see what was going on. I think we as black folks, we need to go in and infiltrate as trolls and see what's happening, what they're saying. I really do. They do it. They do it. Right. Didn't we have one last week on this show? We had one last week on this show. So I think, I'm going to sign up for it just to see what they're talking about.
Yeah, listen, you can call me Dan Aykroyd, baby, because I was ready.
I know. Yeah.
Troll busters. We do that around here.
So I'm not surprised that, Trump, I don't think it's going to be that successful. I mean, it's going to have his core followers, obviously.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, but outside of that, it's not going to be bigger than Facebook or Twitter or anything like that. So good luck with that, Trump.
4chan, 8chan, and all them other chans with the QAnon folks. So I just think, this is him trying to make money to probably pay for them lawyers he finna need here.
Yeah. He gonna need a whole bunch. But that boy, he's slick, boy. I want to start calling him Slick Willie. Because he's slick right now, boy. I don't know how that dude he ain't got no kind of sentencing for a court date or nothing yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is Black KK Klan.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah. Thanks, Aaron.
Yes, yeah, man. So we'll see what they're paying out to be. If he's anything like he has been in the past, he's gonna take all day getting this thing out. So hopefully get out for 2023, so he can start wrapping up for that 2024. So
that's what he's gonna do. I mean, I think he's gonna run again. I mean, I know it's preliminary, but I think he is gonna run again.
If I was to think about what I think he's doing, to be honest with you, I think they trying to get him in the courts so he don't have the ability to run. But if they don't get him, you're right, he gonna run. I think that's the timeline that Congress wants all that information put out there so they can use that against him when he's running. Because right now he tying that junk up in court. But whatever.
Yeah, and he holding that Republican Party hostage too. Oh, boy, he got them boys. I don't know what them boys doing over there, but that's politics.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, that's keeping up with the Trumps, and we'll let y'all know when it's on your local app store.
And sign up.
Yeah. I'll be lying if I tell you it's gonna be for free too, because I don't think it's gonna be for free. So.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, if it ain't gonna be for free, then your boy might not. I ain't gonna give no money to the dude. Now.
Right.
If it ain't free, then brother.
If it ain't free, it ain't for me. I ain't sure.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you for that. What we got next? Yes, workers' pandemic wages. So apparently, what's going on, Brittany?
Hey, what's up, Brittany? How you doing?
Good. What you cooked today? Don't answer that. I don't care. I'm just teasing. So listen, apparently Amazon's to Starbucks and other companies have now given us what companies paid workers in the pandemic. So a story written by Wall Street Journal says that nearly 140 companies in the S&P 500 said their median workers made at least $100,000 last year. 4 dozen put the figures at least at less than 30,000. So that's a pretty big jump.
It really is.
Between 100,000 and 30,000.
That's a big gap. Yeah, I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that.
Man, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You said your homie just left.
Just left Amazon.
Maybe he got the 30,000.
you know, Amazon doesn't have a real good reputation about the way they treat their employees. I don't know if people know that, but I've heard that. And I was just reading a story today, speaking of Amazon, where an individual woman that was on leave there, they underpaid her $90 per month for like almost a year. Amazon, they were having problems with their payroll system, and a lot of workers were getting underpaid and wasn't getting what they were supposed to be getting paid.
That's capitalism. Told y'all, man. Listen, capitalism is bigger than racism. So
yes, it is.
Don't y'all think for 1 second that ain't a fight we fighting. So listen, if you live in my neighborhood, just know we fighting the same enemy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it's definitely capitalism.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it says median pay changed by 5% or less. Either way, at about a third of S&P 500 companies, it rose more than 5% at 184 companies and fell by more than 5% at 125 companies. Yeah, I don't know what that means for everybody, but I will say this as we follow up about those doggone containers, man. A storm came and blew over like 40 containers that were sitting on those boats. That's been sitting in that sea, man. And then like they had a ship to catch on fire because some of the products that were sitting in there, you know, supposed to be at a certain type of climate. It was in there too long, man. So it caught the whole thing. So man, this is really gonna it's so bad, y'all. Speaking of just wages, like California is actually asking for a state of an emergency.
Wow.
Because of those doggone containers sitting out on that water.
And it's because the shipping has come to pretty much a standstill. That's what we're dealing with right now. And just to speak on the wages part, those numbers you read, Brother Brenton, the 100,000 to 30,000. Like I say, I don't believe that. That just sounds very weird to me. But I will say during the pandemic, I'm sure a lot of those medium income workers made a lot of money because of a lot of people got laid off or COVID-related illnesses. So a lot of those workers were probably having to work just a bunch of overtime. So they probably did make twice or three times what they normally make, but they was damn near being killed though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so that's what was going on with this pandemic. Wages, of course, they probably were up because people were having to cover for other people.
Right. Yeah. So 80,000 truck driver shortage. Yeah, man, it's bad. Yeah. It's really bad. And my thing is for just the wages alone and then the work alone, it's like, man, we've never been here before. Like I don't
not in my lifetime that I ever remember anything.
Yeah,
like this.
Man, that you have money out there to be made, but people don't want to make it. And I'm like, this is really going to be interesting. But
it's all I mean, people still, people still are really scared of this. I know the pandemic has kind of shifted a little bit, and a little people kind of easing back into regular life, but people are still scared about this pandemic stuff, man, because we really don't know what's ahead. We really don't. No. And then you got the gas prices jumping back up, the economy. It's this is unusual. This is definitely trying times for all of us.
I read something else today. The CEO for Wells Fargo, I think her name was Janice something, but she said this is going to be a pretty bad winter for the markets if the government don't pass the debt ceiling, like get it taken care of. She said, like, this is going to be pretty bad for those that invest in the stock market.
Oh, wow. And that's definitely not good for the economy at all.
Not at all, man. So I'm just telling everybody, man, like I told my kids the other day, I said, y'all, we should probably just hold off on these Christmas presents because we may need to use this money for something else.
and you bring up a valid point.
Yeah.
I mean, I know everybody wants to be in the holiday giving spirit, considering what we've been dealing with. Obviously, it's probably a little bit more sentimental now. It's like, well, at least we got through this pandemic. Now let's kind of have an enjoyment. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But man, we don't know what January 1st, 2022 is coming. We don't know what's gonna be here, man.
No, we don't. And I'm just like, I'd rather be smart. I'd rather be like the ant than like the grasshopper. You know, the old saying, the ant prepares for the winter, while the grasshopper kind of just sitting back chilling, you know, making a whole bunch of noise. So it's just my opinion. I'm just telling y'all, you know, if you already kind of that check the check type person, then don't go out there and spend that money, especially if you know, y'all take that time and just enjoy each other's company or something like that, man. But yeah, because we just don't know how bad it got. And it's funny because you remember Bush 2, right? He had got the gas all the way up to almost $6 here in Texas.
I don't remember that. Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Dude.
Yes, sir. I remember that.
So you know what I'm saying? It can get bad, y'all. It can get worse. So I remember that thing. I mean, they were talking about almost getting a 10 because it was almost 10 in California.
Yeah, I know it got up to like 5. It was at 5 here. I do remember that for sure. And let me do a disclaimer. Hey, our viewers, me and Brenton, we're not trying to scare you. We're not. This is not a gloom and doom. We're just speaking what we
what
think.
the truth is.
We're not trying to scare nobody. We're not trying to put no stuff out there that makes it gloom and doom, because obviously I don't think it's going to be gloom and doom, but it's going to be some tightness. It's going to be some tightness, and we living in that right now. So that's real talk.
Just go to the gas station, go to the grocery stores. Y'all see, I mean, everything ain't on the shelf like it used to be.
Right about that.
So
that's
that's all right, y'all. So listen, if you know those pandemic wages, some people got a lot, some people didn't. I don't know. I don't know where you fell in, but maybe you fell in between 100,000 and 30,000.
Yeah, I wish I would have fell in at around that 100,000. That would have been lovely.
You hear me? Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm telling you the whole time we got to work. All right, man. What we got next? Biden's plan has been downsized. So what plan is this? This is the Build Back Better plan that he wanted to pass, which the Human Infrastructure Plan, right? That's what he called it. And he wanted to spend about $3.5 trillion. They said,
you know, the Republicans was going,
oh man,
brother. You know, they was gonna shoot that down real quick.
So the Democrats were appearing to abandon that package for that amount to try to at least have a workable plan. They wanted to scale down the Build Back Better plan Joe Biden described, and he said that now it's looking more like a $2 trillion government package with at least $500 billion to tackle climate change and money for middle-class priorities like the child tax credit, paid family leave, healthcare, and free pre-K. And it says, and he expects negotiations will wrap up soon, which it haven't, right? So likely to be estimated or seriously shaved back plans for tuition-free community college. So that's probably going to go away.
Oh, that's out of there.
A path to legal status for immigrants who are in the U.S. Yeah, that's probably going to go away. And a specific clean energy plan that was the centerpiece of Biden's strategy for fighting climate change. They haven't shared much more details after that, but you know, Biden felt confident because they knew they wasn't gonna get everything. But this was some of the stuff he kind of ran on, man. And so, you know, ultimately, I thought it was interesting that in this plan for the child tax credit, you know, it was supposed to only be good for a year. They trying to make it, you know,
a couple. They want to extend it. They want to extend it a little longer. I mean, I wouldn't have any problem with that. My thing is, you know, people put their hopes and dreams in these politicians, and I just was thinking back to Biden when he was running in the election and all this and all these big things, free community college and this and that.
Yep.
Then them cats get in office,
Man,
you don't hear a peep. You don't hear. You're right. You don't hear a peep about none of the stuff that they say. I'm gonna be for the people. I'm gonna work for you.
Man.
No, you not.
That's
you
it.
ain't working for me. You working for your own political agenda and your power. And this is both parties, because I want people out there to understand. I'm not just talking about the Republicans. Democrats are the same. They are the same people.
That's right. They go to the same lunch.
Right.
Room.
They just deliver it differently. That's
it.
The only difference. They the same, but they just deliver it differently.
My best analogy is when you ever go to Disney World and you see those people coming out dressed up as Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Minnie, all them jokers. Well, they all go backstage behind that thing. They take that costume off and they say, "I'm done." Right. That's basically what you get when you get a politician coming out trying to win you on some type of campaign tour that they talking about. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Well, they just coming out in their little Disney World costume and trying to tell you all this song and dance, but they going back behind stage and it's just whoever get picked. They just like, whoa.
Yeah, that's it. And then and then this whole plan about the climate, climate change, and he wants to, invest all his money in the climate. Believe me, I get that. I understand the significance of that. But I mean, some of that money you need to. Why we got to use all that money for climate change? I mean, can we some more? We got some more dire needs that's going on right now. This pandemic. I mean, it's hurt a lot of people. Let's try to get people back to work that can make a livable wage. Let's how about investing in these businesses? You know what I'm saying? So they can hire people back and make sure that they're safe and hire them at a livable wage. So, man, I'm just so over politics. but you gotta stay on top of it and understand what's going on too.
Oh, for sure.
Because you have to educate yourself on the process.
Right.
I'm just over it. I know they say they're gonna try to pass this by next Monday, I believe. The 31st is what they're looking at.
Well,
I don't know. By the end of the week, I think they say they want to try to get something done, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people playing chicken, so we're gonna see. Again, it's hard to have somebody deciding what needs to go on with your life when they're not included in those needs. So it's a little disingenuous for me.
It is very disingenuous. I mean, Biden hasn't. I'll be honest with you. Biden has disappointed a lot of people. But I don't know why people would be surprised. Even Vice President Mrs. Harris has disappointed a lot of people.
She's been really quiet, man.
She's been real quiet. Yeah, and I've been peeping that too. I don't know, man. This White House is really, I don't know really what they're doing. I mean, outside of giving us a couple of stimulus checks.
Right.
I mean, outside of that,
eating that thing up with the groceries and the gas, man. So,
right.
Yeah,
so I don't know, man. I'm just like you say, man. We just got to keep living life, man, and do the best you can with what you got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Well, so we're gonna see if this plan gonna hold up or not, and if not, so be it. Whatever. It's gonna be all good. All right, man. What we got next?
We're going to talk about some sports, man. Get out this. Hey, again, I want to say me and Brother Brenton, we're not here to speak gloom and doom. We're here to entertain and to educate.
Yeah,
that's it. Let me say that first and foremost. So we're going to talk about a little sports right now. Cowboys didn't play this Sunday, so I don't have to talk about them. They had a bye.
They didn't play, you're right.
So they don't play again till next Sunday. We had a lot going on in the football world. Tom Brady threw his 600 career touchdown pass.
Yes, sir, he did.
So he did that. So anyway, that's a couple little things going on in football. But I got this particular story that I think it really fell back. And this story was really in the news probably more about 5 or 6 years ago. Okay. NFL concussions, and there has been a lot of litigation with former ex-NFLers and some that's still playing. They have not been given the right part of this settlement, a $1 billion settlement that the NFL agreed to pay out to these players for concussions, where there was a certain thing that was going on to diagnose a lot of these former players with dementia. And this person came up with this thing called race norming, which that it would set a benchmark between the black players and the white players. And the black players' cognitive would be registered at a lower rate than the white players, where in essence, the white players would get more money. They would get paid out more money for concussions than black players. And that was because of this race norming deal. Well, that has now been thrown out. According to last Wednesday, let me look this up and say a judge. The NFL and lawyers for thousands of retired NFL players have reached an agreement to end race-based adjustments in dementia testing in the $1 billion settlement of concussion claims. And that deal was filed in federal court last Wednesday. That proposal still must be approved by a judge, but this has been going on for decades, where they've been trying to sue and get this settlement and get this race norming thrown out.
Yeah.
So to date, the concussion fund has paid out $821 million for 5 types of brain injuries, including early and advanced dementia, Parkinson's disease, and Lou Gehrig's disease, also known as ALS. Long story short, though, a lot of black payers were getting denied benefits, or if they were approved, they weren't getting the same amount as their white counterparts. This kind of, I mean, are we surprised, Brenton? Are you surprised about this though?
No, of course not, but it still is disheartening, right? It's still upsetting that, and again, I'll say this because I hear them. I hear the detractors. Why y'all always talking about race? Well, why y'all always doing stuff about race?
Right.
If you don't do it, then we can't talk about it, right? And so that's the reality, is that if we're not making up stuff.
Nope. This isn't a figment of our imagination at all.
That's it, right? And so it's the tale of the 2 sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how you flip it, right? It's the same coin, whether you believe in racism or you don't believe in racism, or you believe that there is some type of disparity or not. Y'all, it's like you will celebrate them doing good on one hand because they're doing more about bringing out black awareness, HBCUs, blah blah blah. But then here you go, they sitting up fighting about concussions for black people.
And then the thing is, why was this system even? Why did you have to even make a system like this to separate differentiate between black players and white players? And who was this scientist? It was a neurologist that brought this up. I'm sure he wasn't our color. I'm sure he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he probably had some sort of investment in coming up with this system because he came up with this in the 1990s. And it was a crude, and according to AP, this was a crude way to factor in a patient's socioeconomic background. Experts say it was never meant to be used to determine payouts in a court settlement. But how did it end up being that way?
Yep. Right. Yeah.
So,
man, we'll just keep following stuff like this. And listen, all we doing is commenting on the news.
That's all we doing.
So y'all show it, y'all talk about it, and then we're gonna comment on it. That's how I feel about it.
And we're gonna give you some news that you may not even know, you ain't even know about that's going on. Because a lot of times it's stuff that's hidden that you don't even know, because you ain't gonna see on the mainstream news a lot of times. Right. Just like I guarantee you, nobody saw this was on nobody's news program.
That's right.
Last week. I guarantee you didn't nobody talk about it.
People more upset about a man sitting at home getting $31 million because he didn't take the shot.
Yep. That's
Guess
true.
What? He's making $30,999,000 more dollars than you.
That's true. You're right.
Oh, it's just too funny, man. So it is what it is, man. That's the world we live in. Hey, brother, I appreciate that. Oh, look at sister.
Look at there. Our sister that joined us.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
What's going on?
What's up? Where you flashlight at?
Yeah.
Man, I was in a hurry. I was like, man, I'm already late.
You got your candle. You got a candle or something?
Look,
no, you bright though.
This is all y'all get today. That's all y'all get. I'm here too.
And
I'm
listen,
here.
Husband left the light on in the restroom back there again.
Really? Did he?
I'm just teasing. Good. Well, good to see you. All right, man. What we got next? Oh, just in time. I'm glad you made it because I showed one.
Oh, that was perfect time.
That was perfect timing. Yeah, look at that. Look at God. Look at God.
All right, missionary. Thank you. All right, so listen, you guys. This was an interesting story to me, and I'm glad we have a female's perspective. So there was a photographer that took a picture of a police officer that actually was in the hospital when a group of kids came in. I don't remember. I won't say all the ages, but basically what ended up happening was that the children came in and they were all malnourished, and one of the children that were with the other kids was an infant, and the infant was malnourished and couldn't eat solid foods. So the officer got permission from the hospital to breastfeed the baby right there in the hallway. And this ain't in America, because Americans don't play that kind of stuff. But it was in Argentina. But I thought it was interesting how inhumane people can be sometimes, because of this officer sitting here putting a what do you call like putting her, like she was a new mother, and she did the protocol. She checked with the hospital, and she decided to try to nurse this baby back, man. And I commend her for that. But it brought up a bigger issue for me. What's the deal with breastfeeding? Like, I know it's a deal in public, and I don't really understand I don't understand one side from the other. But I was like, what? Because they made it was like news. She was just doing her job. Right. Of trying to just help people. And she could do that. So I wanted to get, a woman's perspective about that. Like, what is it? Is there a passion one way or the other about doing this type of thing? Rue? Oh,
sorry. Okay. Somebody was dropping something off. All right. Anyway, so I guess it's taboo for, I guess, women's breasts to be out. But I mean, if you're feeding a kid, I never understood why people have opposing views towards it. Because usually it's only if the woman doesn't look good. So it's not us that's sexualizing it. It's men that are sexualizing it. So I don't understand.
So is
why
it not
that's
women
our
get
problem.
upset? Women don't get other women upset at other women for doing
I
it?
feel like it's kind of like you're making it be a problem. It's not our problem that a man or another person views this a certain way. If you're saving a life, you're saving a life. It doesn't matter. But it's just like women feel like, oh, you need to cover up because it's our fault. Men have that view of us. That's not our fault. It's your own dang fault.
Okay. And so another woman, because I've seen women like have or maybe do I see women having a problem with other women?
I've seen on social media where some women would have a problem with a woman breastfeeding her child out in public, and I don't understand that either. I would think that you would be champion a woman that's doing what she's naturally capable of doing for her child. She's caring for her child. So yeah, I have seen women sometimes do say that, she shouldn't be doing that in public. I mean, what if a baby hungry, how come she shouldn't feed her baby, her child? And this particular situation, it was a police officer that actually. So I mean, that's definitely going above and beyond the line of duty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel it one way or the other about it. I think that's a motherly instinct. This particular police officer, that motherly instinct kicked in. She felt like she needed to. This baby needed to be fed. So what better way? So I don't have no problem with it. Now I don't know if I would have. You got to take pictures of every time you do something good and blast it all over social media. But that's a whole nother topic. But
it is another topic.
But I mean, her intentions, doesn't bother me one bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, definitely not the intentions. And I think people need to stop with the body shaming. I mean, we're definitely in a day and age where, big people get love, everybody get love, gay people get love, everybody's getting love. So a boobie's out, all right, whatever. Do you, boo-boo. I don't get it.
And I like boobies.
Well,
right? That's what I'm saying. It's y'all messing it up. See, that's all it is.
I mean, as
High
a
and mighty
man,
Christian folks sitting there trying to tell people what to do with their bodies. That's what it is.
yeah. I will say this. I mean, there is a level of discretion that I would probably prefer them to have. Just I mean, but cover you up. You don't want. I mean, I guess if I saw it, I would just look away. I'm not gonna just go off on somebody, but it's just like, okay.
And that's just America, though. Our view of the human body and nakedness is totally different than a whole lot of places around the world. We just we view nudity totally different than a lot of people in a lot of places around the world. So, but I kind of agree with you. There's certain things. I mean, there should be some discretion. If it's a bunch of little horny teenagers running around, you probably don't want to be pulling out your breasts with them running around. But that's not on the woman either. Let me take that back. That's not on the woman. That's not her responsibility if she is taking and nurturing her child. So
right, it's like how you got to be a sick person to sexualize that. I feel like
right, yeah,
like
I agree.
you getting off on a mama feeding her baby. Really, you need to check your mental. Like something's wrong with you.
I don't know. I would tell a story about one time.
Oh my God! Don't tell the story. Just don't.
It's story time. It's story time.
I mean, it's not bad, but I was like, me and my wife, we just had a last child. She probably gonna run in here and tell me shut up. But he said, do not. Okay. I won't tell it. Well, I'll just say this. I won't go into details, but we went on a cruise and she forgot her pump. And we went on a 5-day cruise.
Oh wow!
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I won't go into more details. Just say I had to help. I had to help.
That is funny.
Oh God,
man, you took one for the team, man. Take one for the team. Good job, Dad.
Good job.
Yeah,
my jaws were hurting for like 5 days out of all that junk, man. I was like,
oh man.
You get the Husband of the Year award for that one.
Yes, you definitely do.
I'll never forget it. You know what I'm saying? Because she was in so much pain. I was like, okay.
Bruh.
Anyway, all right. Yes, that was hilarious. So yeah, I just wanted to know. I mean, shout out to the officer. Thank you, ma'am, for, like you said, going above and beyond. But shame on the people for just sitting there videotaping me. You know
I mean, and then post it. I'm like, why do that? But
I think didn't they say that they posted it like on their police website? Like it was on their police page, and they were like, good job to the officer that did whatever she was supposed to do. So it was to their page, like community page, and then it got shared everywhere else.
Yeah. That's
like
a wrap.
normal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But I mean, I think for the most part, women do use some kind of discretion. But also, I feel like dudes need to know that mess is stressful. As I fell asleep breastfeeding at one point, and towel went off, everything. I'm just like this, and baby just hanging on. And sometimes it's so stressful, and then you're like waking up, like sitting there trying to make sure it's still breathing up under the cover. Like, man, there's a lot that goes into that. So just be empathetic, man.
Yes,
be empathetic.
No.
And we're listening, Rue. We're listening.
I'm empathizing with Chief. I was once under there, so I get it.
Right?
Yeah, for real. That's true.
Yeah, I'm empathizing Chief. All right. Well, thank you again, officer. All right, what we got next, man? What we got next? I ain't going back to all the other topics for Rue, so she just got to catch up. All right, Black Insurrectionist. So this is funny.
Yeah, I was laughing when I read that, bro.
I'm just trying to help the people out, right? So if you didn't know, it was some black folks up in that doggone January 6th insurrection riot. I hope y'all know that. It wasn't just all the police officers either. So some of these jokers had the nerve. I will say this. This dude is from Texas. right? And he had the nerve. His name was Troy Anthony Smocks. Yeah, he's 58. He received the. Well, here's something that's not shocking. He received the longest sentence so far in the connection.
That's not nothing new.
That was not shocking, and it was hilarious to me because I bust out laughing when I read it.
Dude, I said you can't even help the dude out, and they still give you that good old racial discrepancy, man.
Right?
Golly, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Man.
But the judge was a sister, though.
Yes.
Yes. I was shocked at that,
man. But that's, I mean, the irony in it all, right?
Right.
Because even still today, like there's a governor in one of these states that's trying to pardon everybody who got that it came from his state, I guess, that who was going to be sentenced. He said, "Listen, I'll pardon you guys."
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
We'll see if Troy gonna get some. But Troy, actually, this was even more funny. Troy was given an opportunity to speak in court, and this clown wants to recite MLK. He wanted to compare himself to Martin Luther King. Maybe Lex Luthor.
I'm trying to think of what Martin Luther King he talking about. You talking about the Martin Luther King from 8th grade that used to eat crayons? Is that what we talking about? I don't know,
man. But he calls the people rhinos. I know that's a racial term, but the charging documents. Federal prosecutors say Smocks traveled to D.C. and then posted repeated threats on his Parler account. See, there's that true social media. Over the next 2 days, including one post in which he wrote, "Many of us will return on January 19th, 2021, carrying our weapons in support of our nation's resolve, to which the world will never forget." All right, Troy. Let's just say, man, you are the epitome of what this country is about, right? It's going to always show that difference no matter who you support.
Right.
I just thought it was funny, number one. And again, I looked at HBO got a special just kind of depicting the 4 hours on the Capitol. And I just saw all these black people like pushing, trying to get in, and I said, this is really crazy.
Right.
I said, man, this is stupidity on like 10, but
right.
Whatever. So I mean, y'all, we know it ain't a surprise, but is he a special kind of stupid?
Yeah, he's a special kind of stupid. Just like you said. Just like you said, Brenton, we shouldn't be shocked. Sentencing guidelines is going to always be different for color. People of color, black folks and Mexicans. He up there with Billy Bob and Jim Bob and all them. And now you getting ready to do more time. Billy Bob and then went on about their business.
What?
They got a slap on the wrist. They had to go pick up trash for about 30 days on the side of the highway. That's
if that was a sister.
Yeah, right. So that's a wrap. So man, I don't feel sorry for him because you get what you get. So hey, stand on them 10 toes and do your 14 months or however you got to do it, brother.
Is that what it was? Yeah, 8 to 14 months.
Yeah. Whatever you got to do. I think it's 14. I think it's 14 months, but I think he's already been in for 9 months, so he's got 9 months time served. So I think he only has to do 5 months.
And the way he got the nerve to suggest while he was getting sentenced, talking about he was being unfairly treated because of his race. Wanted to another capital right.
She used him as an example, bro.
She did.
That's right.
She was like, "See, you stupid. Here, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Here, this is what you gonna get."
She was treating him like her nephew. Like if you get in trouble, and she's like, "I'm gonna make it. You know better, and
better.
That's why I'm gonna throw this shoe at you a lot more harder than the rest of them because you know better." Man. That's how she treated him.
Man, I wish I could have seen her face during the trial.
I wish I could have too.
Really? This is what you do. This is what you do. No.
Right. That for me. To be honest with you, I'm glad it was a sister because if it wasn't a sister, it would be probably a bigger issue. But because it was a sister, it's just
Yeah.
Dummy.
Now it's like, do we really feel bad for the dog?
Right.
Nah,
Right, exactly.
not at all.
Nope.
Yep. Well, remember that next time, Dum Dum. You know, or Day, whichever one you want me to call you. Right? So we gonna change your name to Day. Right. All right, man. I think that's what we got for today, right? Yeah, we normally see. You know, I guess Dwayne said it like this, right? You get what he say, a dumb answer, a dumb question deserves a dumb answer, or something. You get
you get a dumb prize or something. Dumb prize is a stupid thing.
Dwayne, what you say?
Like
stupid? Yeah, you get stupid something. Get
you
play stupid games and you get stupid prizes.
Prizes. That's it, Rue. Yeah,
that's it. You play stupid game. When you okay. There it is, right?
Yeah,
he's the walking example of that moment. So,
oh my God.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys again. Listen, we down 3-2. Rue came on, but I appreciate it coming in, trying to close us out. And but you know, we hoping that our brothers and our sisters would get well and get back to us, so that you guys will fill this space up, man, and be able to give y'all some more good topics and stuff, man. But you know, hey, we hose it down around here because I pick good people to be on this team. So
we're gonna keep the train moving.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ma'am.
Keep it moving. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Well, go hit us with it, man. What's your final thoughts for this evening?
What's my final thoughts? You know, man, we staring at 2022. Like what, about 2.5 months, 2 months, man. It's right around the corner. I would say that 2021 has been a challenge for all of us.
Yep.
Let's love on each other, spend the time with your loved ones, and don't put so much emphasis on finances and buying somebody, because the best gift you can give your loved ones is time.
Yep.
Because guess what? You can't get that time back. So 2021, my people that's watching, spend time with the ones you love and the ones that love you.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about the ones that ain't your haters or whatever. I don't even like to say the word hater because I don't even acknowledge that. You know, if a person don't like me, they don't like me. That's cool. I'm not tripping. So just acknowledge those and spend the time, send positive vibrations into the atmosphere, to the universe, to your peoples. That's my final thoughts.
That's it. Ma'am, I definitely appreciate you being with us as short as you gave us. But
I know, right?
Do you got a final thought?
Man, I really can't even follow that, because that's what I was gonna say. Yes, time is short. Tomorrow ain't promised, and you need to tell the ones you love, let them know I love you. Like, actually physically tell them. Otherwise, you never know, you might not be able to get that chance. So definitely don't leave things unspoken, and don't leave your actions undone. So I definitely am piggybacking and saying love on each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially those black folks. We got to stick together. Come on, man. We got to.
Love your neighbor as you love a child.
That's
and I tell you, it make everything a whole lot easier, because sometimes you got to look at these folks and be like, all right, baby.
Yeah.
All right, baby.
Yeah, black people love on each other unless you was one of the people in the January 6th insurrection.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You leave them fools where they at.
And that black on black love gonna be that tough love.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Life in prison.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So listen, y'all. This is my final thought. Again, shout out to our producer. She had something happen to her last week, so but I think we ready to rock and roll because she back in her normal spot. So we in good shape. So listen, this is my question for you guys. Can you name a black inventor and what he invented?
George Washington Carver, the peanut.
Yes, sir. Yes, he did. Ma'am, you got one?
I got a lot.
Oh, okay, good.
But no, not right now.
Okay. You have a lot. You just didn't want to share one. Okay, good. Anybody out there in TV land? Y'all know any black inventors and what they invented? Okay, well, if not, so this is what I want to say. I found a black inventor, and what he did was he's going to invent a pandemic transportation to fight through this time of gas prices going up, and just all this uncertainty in the world, we really need something to fix this pandemic. So we found a new black inventor, y'all. Take a look.
Take off or down.
His feet are in the ground.
Look. Look.
That thing can get the 0 and 30.
I'm dead. That was dope, though. Hey, I need that. That's my size.
I'm telling you, man. Forget power wheels and big wheels. That gentleman had just solved the problem. It's the pandemic power wheel.
My man.
That was great.
I'm telling y'all, man. Listen, I told y'all, black people, we are made from the innovation of whites to the hard working of the Africans. So
yes, sir. That was hilarious. My man, I want to see him. Where he at? I need to find him. I want to see him rolling in that thing.
I'm telling you, where he need to be at the White House trying to figure out he gonna get some government assistance to get mass production for those vehicles. So.
But you know how we do. You know how my brothers do. They go try to put some 25-inch rims on it. He gonna go try to put some 25-inch rims on it.
Man, we do something. Maybe he can help the little people out, right? So
anyway.
All right, y'all. Listen, that's our show. That's Kenny. That's Rue, and we'll see you guys on Monday. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.